Hiya, is that the lady for the council tax?
This is the council tax office, yes.
Hiya, I'm in a bit of a dilemma. I don't know what to do.
Right, okay.
It
Have you
appears
got...
that
Yeah?
I've been summoned to court. Um, I think it looks like I don't think it looks like a real court paperwork myself. I think it looks like something the council's written up.
How do you mean?
Well, it says just a piece of paper. Just looks like it's been printed off a computer. There's no
Yeah.
court seal or court stamp, and there's no liability because someone signed it, and next to it in print it says clerk to the justices. But what I'm saying is anyone who signs something, they take liability. So I don't know who that person is, or man or woman. It's just a scribble on a printed piece of paper. It's not a wet ink. It's a printed signature, and
Yeah.
well, I'm somewhat confused as to this summons for non-payment of council tax. I'm confused as to why I've had it, and well,
Have
I,
you paid it? Did you make it? Have you paid it? Is that what you're saying?
I've been living in a property now for 3 months.
Yeah.
I haven't paid a penny towards council tax for 3 months, but it seems within
Oh.
3 months.
Have you had your bill?
Um,
In
I've
due
had a
time?
couple of letters here and there, but what I'm saying is, so no one's contacted me to check what my circumstances are. No one's contacted me to say, do I want to pay this levy or anything. I'm a working man, you see, so I've got a letter yesterday, I've opened it, and it's insinuating that I have a summons to court. Now, fair enough, if
What's
I
your
ha
address? What's
it,
the address?
it's Allerton Road,
What
71.
number? Hello?
Hello?
What number?
71?
Pardon?
71?
Okay, for a moment. Right, okay. Yeah. So you've lived in the property since February. That's why we the letters.
Well, could I clarify something with you firstly? Um, what is Halton Borough Council? Is it a corporation? Hello?
I don't understand what you mean.
What is Halton Borough Council? What is it by definition? It's not a private limited company, so is it a corporation?
I think you've had conversations with members of staff about this in the past, haven't you?
Well,
Stating whether, you're going to
I'm asking you the question because I've
I
never.
know, yes, but what I'm saying is you've already had conversations with colleagues and
They
explained
always
your
get ended.
situation, so you do understand why
No, I
you've
don't
been
understand.
given the summons.
Can I?
So, do you want to make an arrangement with me?
No, listen to what I'm saying. Firstly, you're talking over me and not
No,
letting me
I'm
speak.
not. No, I'm not
I
doing
have,
that, but
I have had. Can I
you've
speak,
answered
please?
questions that you've already
Yeah.
been
Can I speak,
advised
please?
what council tax is and what it's for and why you have to pay it. So unless you want to make an arrangement with me, then it's pointless of carrying on the conversation.
Well, firstly, can I ask you not to speak over me? And second of all, I don't understand how you could tell me what I understand and what I don't understand. Now I'll get
Because
to the point. Hang on, can I finish,
because
please?
you've already spoken to somebody about this and been told what it's for and what council tax is for, then you already know that, don't you?
No, I don't, because if you'd let me finish, every time I speak to any of your colleagues, they seem to get agitated and put the phone down, or they cannot answer my questions. Now, they're only questions what I'm asking you. Your corporation is sending a letter to a property and demanding that I owe money. Your corporation is responsible for these letters, so I'm obviously going to seek to communicate with you to ask you questions which, if you've got my details, which are questionnaire, you've got my details, and you're happy to send letters out telling me I've got to go to court and I've got to pay this, all I'm asking for is things to be explained. I'm not trying to make a show out of you, I'm not trying to belittle you, because I need to understand. What I'm saying is I don't just get a letter off someone and pay that bill and say, well, I have to pay that. What I do is I ask questions till I'm thoroughly satisfied, and if I am thoroughly satisfied, I have no problem paying any bills or levies because it's a part of life. I pay for my gas, I pay for my electric, I pay for my food. So, you know, it's a part of life. But what I'm saying is I believe that I don't have to pay council tax, but
What you believe and then what's right is two different things, isn't it? You are liable for council tax, the same as we all are. You've had your bill, you've had your reminders, and if you don't pay, then you'll get your summons, and that's what's happened with you. Now, you can either make an arrangement with me, or you can go along to court on the day of the hearing and put your case before the magistrate. It's up to you.
so so apparently you're saying this is an official court letter then, I presume, and
From Halton Borough Council telling you to attend court because you haven't paid your council tax.
it's a letter from Halton Borough Council, so it's not from the court.
No, it's from Halton Borough Council summoning you to court.
So Halton Borough Council are summoning me to court.
That's right.
And what power have Halton Borough Council got to summon me to court?
We have the legislation and I can send you a copy of it. Alright?
So you have legislation, so this is what I need to understand. So Halton Borough Council,
What I'll do, Mr. Abel, what I'll do, we'll end it here now. I'll send you all the relevant information. If you don't agree with it, pop along to court on the date and you can take that up with the magistrate.
well, my concern here is you're leaving me no other option but to go to court. And what I'm saying is,
I'm just going to
hello?
terminate the call now. Thank you.
Are you not answering the questions? No, you just expect me to turn up to court and pay. Well. You know, that's the world we live in. It's ringing up the local authority. You know, it's pretty clear that that lady at the end of the phone knew who I was. It's pretty clear that Halton Borough Council know who I am. And it's pretty clear that Halton Borough's Council's idea is to just keep sending you letters, not explain themselves. Now, as I've said in previous videos, look, if I have to pay my council tax, then I'll pay it. If someone can prove to me, or a corporation can prove to me that I have to pay that money, and they have the power to take that money, I don't mind paying my way. But I refuse to pay for something that I don't feel I'm getting a service from, that I don't feel that I'm obliged to pay, you know? And these people are telling me that they're taking a summons to court for something called a liability order. Well, okay. Let's presume that they get this liability order in the fake magistrate's court because the system absolutely despises me. You know, I'm not being egotistical or big-headed, they do, and it's a consequence of what I do, but, you know, I don't do what I do without knowing the consequences. So what my problem today was, the answer that I didn't get, was I needed the proof of their claim against me, you know, and I wanted them to explain what would happen with this liability order. Because as I understand it with the liability order, I've mentioned before, I work cash in hand. So nothing to hide, nothing to fear. So if I work cash in hand and I don't use a bank, right, as I've asked in my videos before, how will Halton Borough Council get this money? Because I don't intend to go to court unless I'm summoned to court and it's a real summons for something criminal. No one can tell me where to go and what to do. We live in a free world. And that's what I want to ask off the local council. But clearly they don't want to answer these questions, you know, and that's the problem. They can call someone like me a troublemaker, a layabout, a lefty, a dosser, you know. People can't answer these questions because there's a lot of truth in the questions that I'm asking, you know, and if I work cash in hand, how are they going to ever take money off me? A liability order is for people who use banks. I don't use banks. I don't have anything to do with banks whatsoever, you know? So that's what I need to know. So what would be the further steps? It's my understanding that they cannot force entry over council tax. So if they cannot force entry over council tax, and they cannot steal my money out of my bank account with a phony piece of paper called a liability order, I wanted to know what the further steps would be, you know. Clearly these people aren't giving me a chance to explain myself, they're not giving me a chance to speak, they're not giving me a chance to articulate. They're just putting the phone down on me because it's Anthony A, because we don't want to talk to him. He might be putting his videos on the internet. So what I'm saying is, not only do these people not have the power to take this money off of me, they're not doing the job properly. I feel I gave that woman every opportunity to speak. She spoke over me. She wasn't answering my questions. Just give me that same old answer. You have to go to court. You have to do this. And she did confirm that's not a letter off the court. That's a letter off the council. So I did get one thing confirmed. You know, it's a shame that they have to act so dishonourably and so Luciferian. You know, because that's what it is. It's very Luciferian behaviour, very deceptive. You know, it's not a problem if someone's asking questions. It's like me knocking on your door saying, you owe my company money, this, that, this. I'll take you to court if you don't pay. You're obviously going to ask questions, you know. It doesn't matter if I'm a nationwide company and everyone knows Irv, and Irv's this big corp. It doesn't matter, mate. Everyone's got the right to ask questions, you know what I mean? Everyone's got the right to know where this money's going. You know? So, peace, love and light for today. And I will endeavour to ring these people again because I'm not entirely satisfied. And we will get to the bottom of this and we will see what happens. But what I'm saying is I don't use banks, so I don't know what good a liability order is going to do against me. You know, it's just the same with social services. They never give me a chance to speak, they never give me a chance to talk, and they just try and bamboozle the process through the courts. Listen, one life, live it. Stand tall, stand proud. Peace, love and light. Yeah? Unity, knowledge and understanding. Let's do this, people. Have a brilliant day. And remember, not what you can do for yourself today, what can you do for others?